Leah.
And I'm Emily.
And this is
The Boob Podcast.
the podcast with no structure
No plan.
and no hope.
Right, I can't be asked now to hold off. Tell me about the jaw you found in your garden.
Okay, so before I tell you about the jaw, because we have listeners who don't have any context to it.
I love no context.
So this is week 1 of the podcast. I'm just going to do some admin before I jump straight in.
I'm like, screw the people, screw the market. I want my knowledge.
So this is a podcast where we don't know what we're talking about. We're just going to keep going. It's a tangent. It's one long tangent. And today we're starting with the topic of bones. Ooh.
Hey.
Bones, but not boning, because we do.
You know, we've already set. Crying. Oh, sorry, Mum. You know, we've already set ourselves up as a very like Halloween thing. We're called Bloody Boo, but based on the boo, and we've started with bones and boning. We've seriously got 2 themes, and that's it.
Spooky, ooky kooky, and altogether a little bit scary.
That's not what I was thinking, but we'll go with it.
So,
Right.
Yesterday I was on a Zoom call with my friends. I know, I have those.
I'd just like to point out, you've already begun lying. Was it yesterday? No.
Was it? No,
Actually,
it wasn't. No, it wasn't. But look, it doesn't matter what day it was. It was a day in the past. And I was on Zoom. I was on Zoom with my mates. And we were just chatting about whatever, I don't really know, some trash. And my sister ran in. She didn't even fucking knock. And she was like, Leah, Mum's found a corpse in the garden.
I swear to God, only you. Only bloody you.
Hold on, boys. I think there's a human person in my garden that is dead. Just gotta leave this Zoom conference for 2 seconds.
I love as well that you've already built this picture of yourself that you've been on Zoom to all your lad mates. But hold on, boys, not one of them was male.
No, but they don't need to be male because I don't crave the attention of men anymore. I'm a new woman, baby.
The lies are just pouring off the tongue tonight.
Look, I'm trying to create a new image for myself as a famous podcaster, okay?
Right, as you are.
Okay, so she runs into my room and she's like, Leah, Mum's found the bones. She's found human remains in our garden. So I was like, boys, I'm just going to peace out for 2 seconds. I've got to go into the garden. My mum's found human teeth. So I run into the garden and she's just stood there. She's been basically a little bit of context again because I realised I haven't said any of this. They're renovating the garden. She didn't just find a corpse, just laying. They're renovating the garden. So they're digging.
Chilling in the hammock.
Yeah, they're digging further than they've ever dug before.
Ominous.
And so she's got it on a garden glove, this like bit of a jaw, more like a molar-y bit of a jaw. And I was like, that's fucking human. Because it was like, is it human or is it dog? Because we've buried
the 2 breeds, the 2 species that matter.
But we were like, it's definitely not dog. And then we were like, Wilbur, come here, Wilbur. My dog, just for reference.
It's your elderly neighbour.
Come on, shut your teeth, Wilbur. Just like go up over the fence. No, we got my dog and we like peeled back his lips so we could see his teeth. Yeah.
Oh God.
And we were like, no, they're not dog teeth because we compared them. And my mom was really freaking out. And she was like, I really think these are people teeth. We don't know the history of this house. I'm going to the police station. And my dad was like, are you sure? Is that not a little bit like melodramatic? And she's like, no, Paul, I think there's a dead person here. And then I piped up and was like, well, I do sometimes feel a ghost. And you all laughed at me.
Hot damn, oh my God, it all makes so much sense. I thought that was just you being weird.
Yeah, because I saw that ghost, which is a story for a different episode.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't want to give all the content away too soon.
Not that many interesting things happen to me, so I've got to like space them out. So she took the human teeth to the vets first. They went to the vets, and we were all like pumped about it. Like we were so excited. So she went to her, my sister, and my dad got in the car and went to the vets, and the vet wouldn't look at the teeth because of
What a weird world. It's bloody quarantine. Not one veterinary key worker thought today's the day, some family from down the road's gonna rock up with a human jaw when they should be at the police station, but they're gonna make a detour.
No, his dad was like, he didn't want to waste police time, so he thought
The next official.
The vet will know if they're animal or not.
I feel you.
And Mom tried to show them the vet through the window because obviously we're social distancing.
It's like such a weird drive-through.
The vet was like, just throw them away. And told them to go away, basically. So then they went to the police station, and the officer was like, I don't know what the fuck these are. I'll show them to my superior guy. And he showed them, and the superintendent didn't know what they were. So he was like, this might be human remains that you just are holding in your bare hands, woman, because my mum was just holding them, so she'd contaminate the evidence.
This is the kind of stuff you got to wash your hands for. Like, this is all we've known.
And they're like, we'll send them to forensics. So now it's heated up a little bit, because before we were all joking like, there's a corpse in our garden, but now there actually might be a corpse in our garden.
Oh, so my God.
They come home, and Mum's like determined to find more of the corpse.
I swear to God. You need new hobbies as a family.
She goes back up to the top of the garden, and she's digging away, and then she gets a phone call from the police, but she left the phone in the house like a fucking moron. Nickname Fat Fingers Fennel, picks up the phone and accidentally presses decline on the police.
Oh my God, your dad just piped the police, ghosting her.
Bear in mind, Dad just ghosted the police who wanted to ask about human remains. So at this point, we're suspecting a murder case.
I swear only you guys would inadvertently become this kind of family. You're like you're worse than the Addams family. I swear. Why are we related?
They ring her back again, and she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, my husband's fat." He accidentally fat. And they're like, "Oh, we just need to ask you some more questions. Have you found any more bones?" And Dad was like, "Yeah, loads." And they were like, "What?" So they hung up, and Mum went back to digging, whatever. And then she found more of a jaw. It looked like the second bit of the little bit we'd already found, and they were looking at it, and it looked more human than the bit we'd already found because it was missing the wisdom tooth.
Yeah.
And we got up like my friends, those things I have. Still on Zoom, like getting up pictures because I sent them the photos of their jaw. They were getting up all these pictures of human jaws and comparing them to the picture, and then comparing them to pictures of like animal jaws. And we were all convinced that
little TV researchers. Yeah, I am.
They turned into fucking NCIS in like 3 seconds. Swear to God. Pretending they don't all do arts degrees.
Oh man, I swear to God, I'm so happy about all of this.
The second bit of jaw, again, it had the wisdom tooth, but then Dad was researching, and the break in it, like the second bit, jaws only break like that in human skulls if it's like because of a wisdom tooth extraction. So it again, no one's extracting the wisdom teeth out of like animals, are they? I don't even think animals have wisdom teeth, but again,
well, they're not that wise, are they?
Oh, but I'll put a sound effect there.
Swiftly moving.
So Mom gets back in her car, in my mum's car. She goes back in her car and she goes back to the police station.
Wait, did you just do the before you made the joke? That's such a James Acast thing. You can't. I swear to God. Oh, I'm not even going to address it when we finish that. What a to set the scene, like, guys, a joke is on its way. Brace yourself.
She goes back to the police station and they look at the second bit of jaw and they're like, nah, this is pig. And my mum was like, but how do you know? Because the bit hadn't been sent off to forensics yet. And they genuinely thought that could be human. And then they see the second bit that looks even more human and think it's pig. And we were like Googling pictures of pig teeth and it was like, it looked nothing like it.
Not even Babe had jaws like that.
No. So they've carried on digging. Trying to find the corpse. But get this. The plot fucking thickens.
Oh my god, you found a corpse.
No, we didn't. I fucking wish. No, we haven't found a corpse yet. Yes. No, but they did find a steel pole, right, in the ground. And this is like deep in the ground. And the pole, and they've already dug like feet out of the garden.
Yeah.
And this pole they can't get it out. It's like in cement and it must be like 6 feet deep. Right next, and this is where they found the fucking jaw, and it's right next to an old drain, like a block drain, like a drain that hasn't been used for years. And I was like, this is some like some sore shit.
This is so up your alley.
Like torture den shit. This is like the opening scene to Hostel.
I'm picturing people getting scalped and everything. I'm so excited.
And so Mum now has a small bucket full of bones because she's carried on digging.
There's a bone in my bucket.
But I think it says something about my family.
Yeah.
That when the police were like, oh, it's probably a pig, we were all like, oh. We all actively wanted there to be human remains in our garden.
Genuinely though.
It would spice up isolation, let's be real.
I mean, well, I wouldn't even go as far as just regular life. I feel like it would spice up, you know, like I may even postpone snobs for that. And no, wait, what? What? Excuse me, what? It's been a long.
I was gonna say, a sexy policeman, like he could be on the pathology team or something. And then we get talking, and I'm like, and then he turns out to be like a Dexter type deal. So he's like sexy and like sort of a psychopath, but like he knows a lot about murder. We have beautiful like murder babies together, and
The thing is, if we could so take that out of context, because you literally just said murder babies together. Like, if you cancel out the beautiful and you and policeman Paul. Oh, that's your dad's name. That's not going to work.
No.
They are like notoriously called Paul though. Like Google policeman, and then you'll just get Paul. I swear to God, Paul. That's also a frequent name for aliens. Just putting that out there. Just promoting that movie in case Simon Pegg's listening. Simon Pegg, I love you. There's a lag because every time you say something, your mouth doesn't move, and I know we are one, and so I know more often than not I can just hear your voice in my mind anyway. It's weird to watch.
Yeah. So because I just dove straight into the bones, we should probably explain who we are. We are two cousins, but also soul sisters.
It's not video. And we are one and the same, except we're also entirely different. Our like bisecting point is the physical embodiment, otherwise known as James Acast. Otherwise, we have no similarities, do we? We don't look alike. We don't look related, although people have said that we do.
No, I think people think we're friends who sort of look alike. You know, when you see friends and you're like, oh my God, you could be sisters, but they couldn't. They just like have brown hair.
You know what I mean? Oh my God, you've got all 4 limbs. You're clearly related.
Yeah, I feel like it's more that vibe.
We are both small, pretty unhygienic as far as regular humans go. We have a lot of phases. We eat a lot, but then actually we burp a lot. It. We're gassy. We're 2 gassy gals.
I'm sure
that's pretty much it.
In this series, we'll talk about Nan and our parents, who happen to be siblings, and that's why we're cousins.
Hey, a little bit of science sprinkled in for
Ooh,
you. But
don't say I'm not smart.
I wasn't going to say it, but I was always thinking it. But to be fair, if anyone really wants to know us, like quick fire, you've just got it. And this is not a sponsor to myself, but I'm going to put it out there. You've just got to check out our respective Instagram stories dedicated to one another. Bless you. Oh, you always took off. Bless
I'm allergic
you.
to sexy, and that's what we are.
There's going to be so many things that we reference that no one else in the universe is going to understand. And I'm okay with that.
Every time you make an inside joke, I'll do a quick factoid.
Name. Oh, yeah, that's what I meant.
I hate playing games. They're shit.
Also, can we please do an ASMR podcast at some point? Because I just want an excuse to eat
You
crap ton. Wait, where's my mic? Can you hear it? Yeah.
We've just made a lot of people very uncomfortable.
Yeah, I mean, we do that on a daily basis. Can you hear it? Is that even where my mic is? Yeah.
Yeah, that is where your mic is. Oh, that's so gross.
I haven't washed these headphones ever, so that can't be good. Who washes headphones? That's
hobby. You know what we should do if this podcast flops? Start an audio OnlyFans where we just do this.
Right. As much as I'm big on the enthusiasm, you know that is exactly what already exists. I know you can label it as an audio OnlyFans, but those things are already a thing, son.
No.
No, I love that. No, I refuse. I love that.
People will pay. People will pay for it.
We can find out. I think we should do it anyway, and if not, sell pants online. We've been student hours for 4 solid days. That's like 40 quid.
I'm not wearing any pants.
Oh, next level.
Right,
man, I'm loving.
So they know who we are. They've heard about my bones, not my bones, but the bones in my garden. Now tell me about you getting on fucking telly.
On telly? Oh my!
The
thing is, I'm gonna be on telly. Mum, I'm on the telly. Right, bit of context for that as well. You've heard of it. A few people have heard of it. I don't think that many people have watched it yet because it's still relatively new. Mm-hmm. But I'm seriously backpedaling as it is. Like, I only really signed up for it because I'd finished watching the last episode. It's literally like, no ma'am. And you get to sit in this little apartment all by yourself. You don't have to be with anyone for an entire month, and you just get to. No ma'am. I could take my own laptop and I could just read for a month and watch Twilight for a solid month, same as if I'm going to be there an entire month and not voted off the first day. But the thing is, one, I want you to come with me. I get so many projects done, but and so I signed up just because I was like, oh, this is my kind of experiment, getting paid to sit and eat for a month, and I really want 100 grand because that's a motivation for most people. But I filled in the email. I didn't even upload. It was optional, but they were like, oh, if you upload an audition video, you're a lot more likely to get a follow-up. And I was like, oh, screw that. I ain't got my eyeliner on. I ain't moving. So I didn't do that. And then I got a follow-up. And he was like, can I phone you for a little chat? We had a little chat. I ended up telling him about I was on the phone to him for 10 minutes. And I ended up telling him about the 4 breakfasts I'd had that day. I had 4 because I was nervous. And one of them wasn't even a breakfast. It was a tortilla wrap. I just put chocolate spread in. So I had undertones of Mexican food. Oh, Isabel, big fan of Isabel, my cousin.
Sister.
Big O Isabel. Shout out to Isabel. And then he was like, right, so can we schedule in a Skype? And it will pretty much just be what I've already asked you, but it will be filmed for me to send to the producers. And you've got to wear what you'd want to wear on the telly. So I was like, oh, so can I just wear period-stained pajamas then? And he was like, haha. No, we don't recommend that. I was like, damn. But now I'm panicking because I did mention, but I'm definitely going to use my cousin. And I literally said she is the antithesis of a normal human. She found a jaw in her garden yesterday. I swear to you. So he was like, all right, well, tell us more about her or that character for her that you want. and tell us your game plans and your strategies. And in hindsight, that sounds like a lot of effort. And I don't want people watching me all the live long day. And I can't be. I want the money and the exposure. Because imagine the Twitter following we'd get. It wouldn't just be us following each other's tweets.
No, you're the one on TV.
No, but the thing is, people would see me without eyeliner. They'd see how often I don't change my pants. It can't be. I want to do. I don't know. What would you say? What would you do?
Right. I was on Zoom to another of my friends.
Oh, branching out these days.
Friends. And it was when you messaged me and were like, do you want to be on TV? And I told her about it, and she said she had two bits of two suggestions. One, how much are they paying you? Without the prize money, how much are they paying you? And two, will it affect your image as? And she framed it more like because I'm an actor, like how it would affect like work down the line.
Reputation.
How would it affect? Because obviously you write. How would it affect your image as like a person in an industry where your persona is something? This is a bit real for the podcast.
I was going to say, bloody hell, should I be paying for this kind of advice? This is not where I saw this.
Going. This isn't. I should have just been like, but they're going to see your pussy. I realised it wasn't Love Island.
How are you going to upload selfies to Instagram? Like, genuinely. Oh, they did ask me my relationship status though, and I'm like,
oh my god, can you go on it and find love and then dump him immediately?
Oh, well, and the thing is, that's why I need a you on there.
Will they not let us go as a pair?
You can. That's what I mean. Like when I asked you, would you come on? I was genuinely serious. Like people, the last you didn't watch it. The last season was. Someone took his cat, actually. Oh, which one of my pets can I take?
Sounds like you.
We're going to take you because you are, like, very not house-trained and you just sleep most of the day. But you can go in as two people. Mm-hmm. Just want my gal there. We can get so much... Well, we wouldn't get anything done, but the premise of getting stuff done would at least exist. Plus, like, I just don't know how... I can't not ring my mum every day. I rang her today and we're in the same house. I just cut me off to go downstairs, but whoopsie. So, but to be fair, I never thought about it. I don't think we get paid. I think like the being on the telly is the payment. I don't know. I never really looked into it. I don't know how that works. You wouldn't be,
because I'm sure they'd have to pay you because you wouldn't be working.
But I don't have a job really. But yeah, actually freelance. I could pretend I do more than I do, and be like, oh, I get £700 a week. Can you upkeep that? Can you sustain me in my lavish lifestyle?
Because I'm sure they have
Biscoff spread. I mean, I don't really know who to ask because, like, I can't just message the people of it. I just don't know. I honestly don't know what to do. I don't want to do it. I just want the stuff that comes with it.
Yeah.
I just want. But what would if it was literally you being told now? You can go on it.
I don't know. Not to brag, but but I turned down Dress to Impress.
Oh yeah, you're too good for that. Way too good for that.
I don't know. It's a weird one, isn't it? But then I want a career in the public eye, and I just feel like not to like wipe myself off too hard or like be a bit too much of a dreamer, but immediately my head is going to 10 years from now when I'm on the Graham Norton show promoting my new movie. They're gonna bring it up.
I know. Well, genuinely though, that's the thing. I don't really want it. I want to be. I want you to be in the public eye so I can catch the second wind of that. I don't want to be direct. I want to be lingering. Like, I want to be out. I want to meet Robert Pattinson.
You just want Rob Bat. You just want more Instagram followers.
Genuinely, I just want a few people to read the crap I write about biscuits. That's it. That's it. I write about bickies, and then so I. To be fair, I wish I'd just applied to The Chase or something. Like something easy, not 3 weeks of my life, and it's stuff like gameplay, and you've got to you've got like they were like we're going to ask you how you plan to win, and I'm like, oh, I've never won anything in my entire life, and like, I know a lot of people say that, but genuinely can't even do spelling bees on the spot. I mean, I'm just a massive loser.
You'd
That's
have to
my
play it
thing.
like Gemma Collins.
I'll be sat in that apartment like claustrophobic, Darren. And that's another thing. I will literally be coming out of quarantine, assuming we ever do, to then go back into it. When am I going to squeeze into snobs?
And when are you going to come to Manchester and visit me?
Exactly. The only thing I'm thinking is, am I wasting a massive opportunity?
Yeah, I think do the Skype interview just to see what happens. Because if you don't, you'll be like, oh, I wonder, like, in another reality, what would have happened?
Dad, stop it! You've got me down to a parallel universe. I'll be rich and bloody famous. But yeah, they might have to see in me because they've seen the selfie you had to upload a photo, and they'll be like, crap, she really don't look like her photos. We don't want her. She's not fit for the telly. She should stick to podcasting. I'm not even fit for that though. Listen to me. I've got so much phlegm going on as well.
Get a drink.
I can't be asked, if I'm honest with you. But yeah, so well, I feel like it's a good time. That's a relevant time to mention if anyone does go to stalk our Instagrams, those are our nicknames for one another, Fleabag and Phlegm. And literally, it was. I remember when that came about. I remember you literally going, "What else rhymes with M?" And we were sifting through them, and one of us made the mistake of going Phlegm. Oh crap! And then it stuck.
Phlemily.
And in hindsight, there's better words like Gem, McCollin,
sperm without the R.
It's an R in brackets, like boob and spem. We have actually. Do you reckon Snobs will sponsor us?
I'd die if they did. Snobs, if you're listening.
And Cadbury World.
The thing is, Cadbury World, and it was very disappointing.
Because it makes it sound like you just popped out of quarantine this morning.
I went a couple of years ago, and I was expecting a lot more, but really they just gave me a small pot of chocolate, and I looked at some machinery. It was not great.
It sounds like you were walking past a factory after grabbing a Kit Kat or something. But free chocolate is still better than not.
You literally had the perfect opportunity to pick any Cadbury's chocolate.
I know. I went with Nestle. In my defence, I panicked, and I recently I literally had today Kit Kat, but it was a dark chocolate mint Kit Kat. It was like an after 8 finger.
Wow.
Fingering.
After 8 finger. That's what I call my Tinder dates. But the main joke there is, like, I go on dates.
Oh God, I'm still crying over when you referenced your friends earlier as in multiple.
Yeah.
Oh, plural with the S. I love it. But I am one of the hobbies I have not developed, but had more time to nurture since being in this lockdown is I bloody love finding out what people have to eat. Like, just in general, but like finding out what people's quarantine snacks are. What are your stay-home snacks? What are your go-tos?
I've been eating a lot of nachos and hummus. And I got Dad to get me some pizza.
God, you are too Four Oaks, even though that's very Lebanese, or is it Lebanese?
Greek.
Where's the chickpea from? That's the one. That's the one.
What else have I been eating? Yogurt, smaller corners. Right, this is going to say something about our relationship, whether or not I disown you as a sibling. Wait, hold on.
We have to transcend the cousin barrier before you can do that. How was I even? My mum and your dad have to get married.
Incest is not Wincest. No. This is whether or not I disown you will be your answer to this question. What's the best Muller corner?
Oh, right. Okay. This takes some doing, because I know it depends what you define as a Muller corner, because I know there's such thing as you get the fruit ones and you've got your chocolate based ones. Or we've covered all of them.
Yeah, but not like Cadbury ones or anything, because
no,
they're just
Muller.
they're like legend tier. We're not talking about the Cadbury ones.
We're not there with them. We're not worthy, but I will, again, we know this as us. We have phases. So, like, if you asked me this back in the past, I was big on. Although I did like when they brought out those strawberry shortcake ones, so it's like the little shortbread type vibes and strawberry yogurt. And I never used to like the fruit ones, but now I'm big on a strawberry. But I think, at the minute, because I've recently had one, my favourite ones are either the toffee hoops or the banana flakes.
Oh
man, bring it on.
Wrong answer. Cherry is the best.
No, in my defence, I've never had that one.
Cherry.
Oh, wow.
That
reverberated. That was so awful.
As you said, we're phase people. I've been an emo. I've been a goth. I was briefly a person who only wore yellow. But since the beginning of time, I've been a cherry Muller Corner girl. Since I was small. It's just so good. What's that YouTuber that has a lot of lipstick on her face? You sounded just like her then. Miranda sings.
Yeah.
Oh man, it takes me back to 2014.
Oh God, Isabel and Grace's impressions of that. We need them on this podcast just to do that. But no, you have always been a cherry lady, because do you remember that big bottle of VK?
Oh, cherry VK is the best VK. Cherry VK beats even blue VK, and I love a blue VK.
I think we like that one because it's so standard. It's a classic. It's very WKD as well. So we're loyal to that. But I am on board with the cherry. What else is a good cherry? Oh my God, glacier cherries. We've had some times with them.
Oh, I love a snowball with a glacier cherry mix.
Oh, that was a day and a half.
Cherry flavoured anything. Cherry lollipops, superior lollipops. Cherry lip balm, superior lip balm. Cherry
topping. Yeah, that's my favourite. You heard that song Cherry Bomb?
Fucking Black Forest Gatto.
Oh,
cherry, baby.
And stop! I swear to God, I wasn't even looking at you when you said that. And for a minute, I was like, bloody hell, when did we get James to join in? That was so. I really want James to be. I actually don't think we should have guests until James agrees to be the first.
James Acast has to be our first guest.
No, but go on. Sounds my bad.
No, go on.
I was just so eager because someone that we know managed to get some fame. You would know him. He's off Question of Sport. He's one of the two main hosts.
The cricketer Phil or
not Phil, the other one, Matt Dawson.
Yeah.
Someone was just like, I wish we could get a celebrity in a Zoom call, and he joined the Zoom call. We can make this happen with James Acast.
Can it be Lou Sanders?
I was going to say, actually, yes, one, because James has deleted his Twitter, may it rest in peace. And Lou, I've already conversed with.
Is James in charge of his podcast Twitter?
I'm guessing not, because I don't feel like many people let him be in charge of anything these days.
No.
But if we just harass people online,
I follow his dad.
You can do it. I'll message Lou because pals, you message James's dad. I'll ask my guy on Monday when I'm Skyping, because he's Channel 4 casting or something like that, and I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. But while we're here, have you got James Acast's number? A bake off. I just want that would get the ball rolling, wouldn't it? A celebrity. Who do we know that's famous? The Weasley twins went to our school.
The Weasley twins did go to our school, but I don't think the Phelps brothers live in. I don't think they still live here. I think one of them might, but I think one of them's in the Americas. I see them play golf. Not in person.
Oh yeah, that. I was going to say
just down Aston Wood, which is a local golf course for all of you listeners.
We're going to have to do this a lot.
Recording this.
Genuinely though. We can figure out the logistics of who we're going to get. I do just want to deck this out into existence.
What? Not Beast.
You've got all of their family members on there.
Would do it. No, they wouldn't.
I actually feel
did I just sound hopeful?
No, they would.
That's a possibility.
Yeah. No, but we bloody ambushed them. They do.
We did. We have met, but a lot of people have met the Midnight Beast, to be fair.
No, but not met them how we met them. They paid and like outwardly meant me them. We just lingered in a hallway.
Story to how we met the band The Midnight Beast, who, if you haven't heard of, you probably know their TikTok parody from 2009, but I still listen to them, whatever. This is a story that we'll reserve for episode 2. So come back next week to find out how we met the Midnight Beast.
I love that. Write that down, because we're going to forget to reference it in episode 2. Then we're going to get some kind of online mob after us.
Do you want to know what? How long have we been talking in total? Probably about since 9. And it's 11. Do you want to know what I haven't brought up? Henry Cavill.
Oh my sweet lady!
I don't go
Lena.
3 seconds without talking about Henry Cavill.
Oh my god! Is this what it's like to be a professional? You've separated your business career and your life career, or whatever it is. My god, I'm actually really impressed.
Business and party.
You are a real life mullet. Oh my god!
Walking mullet, baby.
Yeah. Oh, the thing is, though, the people won't even know. Yeah, they'll know because you're going to bring it up. There's going to be probably a Henry Cavill themed series of podcasts, but they won't realise just how impressive that is from you.
Mate.
Oh, my God.
No. Oh, as well, I didn't even fucking tell you the best bit of the Bone story.
Oh, you're missing out all the prime content here, are you? Go on.
Right, so the bone, right. Cast your mind back to like half an hour ago when I told you about the bone. So, before, right, the second before my sister ran in to tell me that there was a little bit of visual comedy there that you're not going to see. I forgot this was an audio. Before my sister ran in, I was on Zoom, yes, to my friends, those things that I have. And my friend does tarot readings. Here we go. Get ready.
Oh my god.
Basically, no, I'm going to blow your fucking mind. So,
bring it.
My friend does, I don't know when to bring up, are you supposed to use names in podcasts?
You can bleep them.
Amy. So Amy was reading my tarot, and I don't believe in tarot cards. I think it's a big pile of bollocks. But I got out my crystals and whatever because I was like taking the piss a little bit, but like I was like, I semi wanted to believe it, but also I was taking the piss.
You were being open-minded and a knobhead at the same time.
Yeah, I lit a candle. It was all very professional, and oh fucking hell! She asked me if I I went in and I'd already seen her read Emily's tarot, and I was a bit like, that was a very like broad statement that she'd made. Like the conclusion from the cards was relevant to everyone in that chat. Yeah. And then I asked, she was like, do you have any questions? Ask the cards. And I was like, is year 2 of uni going to be what I want it to be?
Oh God, that's
and then she was so like, proud of that. So are there any numbers that have been appearing a lot in your life recently? And then I was like, fuck, because yes. Because I've gotten really into like Enneagram and like personality stuff. I've been seeing the numbers 4 and 7 constantly. And then she split it and I ended up picking 2 of the same types of cards. Bear in mind this is tarot, so not 50, 60, some crazy amount of cards. I ended up picking 2 of the same cards, and then she felt drawn to another card, pulled it out of the thing, and it was the third in that set. So I ended up having the same 4 cards, 3 of which were the first of cups, the 7th of cups, and I think it was the 3rd of cups. But they're the same fucking like thing. They're cups. It's telling me to drink. But it was the weirdest shit, and also it basically gave me a bad reading.
Oh my God, Lee, you didn't get the Grim Reaper
reading. And then the second we finished, my sister runs in.
Oh, don't.
There's bones in my garden. And then I come back,
to God.
And Amy was like, oh, I've done like a quick reading, basically to see, just for the lols, to see if like it is a like a human or whatever, like how much shit you're in. And the answer to that was good luck.
Don't. That's
What
more
the
ominous.
fuck?
That's worse than them literally saying, "P.S. You've got to call." That is too much. I'm sorry. That's Nan. That is Nan's just messing with you. She's bored in the afterlife quarantine, and she's like, "How can I ruin Leah's life today?"
Because tarot, I've always been like, literally, I used to have I wouldn't say friend, I'd say person I knew, and
Oh, God.
and he was like,
God.
oh, my nan reads palms and she like reads leaves and she does tarot and she's a psychic. And I literally looked into his eyes. Bear in mind we were just in the middle of school. I looked into this boy's eyes and I went, well then your nan's a fraud.
You've ruined his relationship with his nan. Oh my gosh.
I don't believe so. It wasn't like wishful thinking. Like
Yeah, because you weren't.
Like
Oh
my dream catchers and my worry doll under my pillow. When I say they work, I think no. My brain has just, because of like the whole placebo wishful thinking thing.
Yeah.
My brain's tricked itself into believing they work. So that's why they work.
Yeah,
but
it's kind of like superstition. Yeah.
So,
oh yeah, so it wouldn't work even. Yeah.
And bitch.
I'm on edge a little bit for you, but I'm a big bit actually, a big chunk of edge. I am on it. It's crumbling. Oh my God, Lee.
We've gone back to the spooky podcast.
Oh God, this is like Halloween content.
Oh my God,
this is we're putting the boo into boob. But for episode number 2, we're writing this down. We've got to go over the TMB ambush story, and also because I want to find out what, because I just inadvertently followed someone who does enneagram, like in enneagram illustrations, but I have no idea what they are. So I want to I want to question you on what they are.
Okay. I also really like the Myers-Briggs personality one. It's a little bit more comprehensive than the enneagram one.
Is it you that's mentioned that before, or like didn't you send me a link once or something? Oh, I don't know. You sent me a lot of links.
I love a personality quiz anyway. But I like being able to psychoanalyze myself.
It's a hobby, isn't it?
It is. And enneagram and Myers-Briggs, and to a degree your Hogwarts house, allows you to psychoanalyze traits that would be otherwise hard to perhaps like you're not self-aware of.
Yeah, and that's again, it don't matter how you go about it, you're all about your self-awareness, and that's a good thing in this day and age. You know, you're just doing it in a bloody weird way.
I'm an ENFP, so
extra nosy fennel person.
It means I'm loud and obnoxious.
Oh, I could have told you didn't need a test for that.
But also, the life of the party.
Again, I've got Snapchat video of proof of that as well. But I can't believe that's the bit that you didn't mention. You mentioned that your mum went to the vets. You didn't mention the fact that like God had predicted this, or whoever, the devil, something like bloody hell. What if like this is the one and only podcast we have because you've been murdered in your sleep by this demon?
Well, as I've said before, I do feel a presence. But I don't think it's, and I don't call it an it, I call him a he, because I'm not going to be rude, be respectful. I don't think he's like mean, because I felt like a presence sometimes in the shower, and I've been like, excuse me, Mr. Ghost, it's not very polite to be in a lady's boudoir while she's cleaning herself, and then I feel the presence leave. So
the thing is, Leah, we all know, and I mean we all know you actually outwardly said that in the shower. I know you would have gone to those lengths.
I have.
Oh gosh, this is why I want you to be my online TV persona. Or just do it for me. Split the money.
We'll go together. See, I actually would go with you, but if it's film in September, I'll be at uni.
Yeah, that's the only thing, because I don't want to miss your Freshers Week.
Actually, there's talks that semester 1 is being put online because of the Rona. So if we're still like online, then I can come because
you're not going to do your work anyway.
I mean, and you have I done any of it so far?
was going to say. I am genuinely going to ask them because that's the only way I think I would do it. Because as well, can't be one thing being like this, but we're all on, like we Skype every week, we sofa snobs every week, but you're not even connected to the internet for 3 weeks. How are you going to Tumblr without Tumblr?
Oh my god. And I need Tumblr. I'm like injecting cottage memes. I've never seen a cottage meme in my life. I'm like, let me restart that little like bit.
You gotta leave that in because that's gonna spark a whole genre of cottage memes.
Cottage memes.
Oh,
I really need a wee. That's why I
Me
keep
too.
eating.
I love it so much.
I'm going for a quick BRB.
Gemma thinks she has seen a ghost.
Hey, she's back.
Or is it?
Do you understand? I was going to say, because I didn't see you come in. I just saw the door open, and I'm like, I swear to God, this is the Mr. Boudoir demon, or whatever you called him. What's his name?
I don't know. Maybe he's lonely.
Should we Ouija? Can you do like a Zoom Ouija call?
I think that might be the plot of Unfriended.
Oh, you've got a point there. That's why I've never watched it, because that's too close to home. I've never been to a cabin in the woods, so I'm fine watching that, but I'm always online, so.
It was a good premise, but was it a good movie?
I was really good impression of a cat.
I watched Get Out yesterday, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oscar winning, amazing, critically acclaimed. Everyone under the sun loves Get Out.
It's a bit weird, though.
Ended. Mum went, that was shit.
She did not.
How?
She did not.
And I was like, Mum, are you kidding me? Like, this would Oscar.
Oh,
She's like,
Auntie Ruth.
I don't care if it won Oscars, Leah. It's all about the person watching it. And I didn't like it.
I love you, Mum.
But I'll tell you what movie she does like, that she did enjoy. It's called Black Sheep. That's a movie about zombie sheep.
Oh, I'm so glad to be part of this family. The thing is, it's because she's got high standards now. Unless a film can peak the fact that she's gone out into her own garden and dug up a corpse, then it's not going to satisfy it, is it? Like,
what other horror movie that I was like, you're going to love this. I've not been scared of a horror movie in years. This is terrifying. I made her watch Hereditary, right?
Oh.
Boring, didn't they?
I swear to God.
How?
Were they in the same room?
Hereditary.
Bloody hell. They're made of stronger stuff than us. There's
So,
no in
like,
between, though, is there?
I was like, it is a slow burn, but that's what all the best horror is, a slow burn. It's not just like mental from the start. That would be too much, and then it gets old and cheap. And they were like, yeah. And then they watched it and didn't like it. They didn't like The Witch either.
Can't really win these days, can you, with the other generations?
We didn't plan an outro, and that is as on brand as it can get.
Yeah, there is no structure, no plan, and clearly we've emphasised there's no hope. But I do feel like if we want a perspective outro, and when people say let's wrap this up, you could just wrap. But in hindsight, no, I don't recommend that. No, it's not.
Saying let's freestyle.
Yeah, I'm regretting it.
We are
I'm
far too
regretting
professional for freestyle.
Yeah, we are. Genuinely, we are, like, more so than most. That's why we're doing podcasts, because if we were on the telly, we'd just blind people with the pail. Right, I'll be ready.
We didn't plan an outro, so we're freestyling because what is...
Can't. It's just
right.
Freestyling.
That's the end of the podcast. Come back next week for more banging tales from our weird family. And
big up, boob.
Big up, boob. Please follow us on Instagram at We Haven't Made One Yet. So I'll tell you next week.
No, man, that's got to be our handle now. I'm sorry. We haven't made one yet. Boob.
Right. Bye. Bye. Goodbye.